How are you doing, everybody? Welcome to my channel. You too can be great. This is Love and Hip Hop. Oh, sucky now. Drop my candle. This is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 9, Episode 7, Black Diamond Review. Now, I do have my fan on because I just took a shower and it's hot as hell. And I got myself all beat because I looked kind of tired. And I wanted to make sure that I'm at my best when I'm doing this particular video. So here we go. Now, we're reviewing this because this episode actually had some interesting things I want to discuss and some points I want y'all to take out of it that I hope you guys get to use in your daily life. So Cheyenne and Shooter and Kiyomi are facing off because, you know, last episode it ended with Cheyenne kind of finding out in a very shitty ass way that Shooter has been lying to her this whole time because he's been fucking with Kiyomi on the side, and she's here now facing them. And Kiyomi ended the episode talking about we do together. So if you want to talk to him, you got to talk to him because we do everything together. I don't know how Kiyomi could be sitting here watching the situation play out and not feel some type of way legitimately, because on Cheyenne's end, y'all know that Shooter was not honest with her. The first or second episode, I think, when we first found out that her and Shooter were fucking around, and when they were outside after she came to beat him up, saying that she found some barbershop locations they might be looking to work with her and with Shooter and Scrap working in business together. Shooter and her went outside, and Shooter in that moment told Cheyenne that he loved her. And Cheyenne told her that they've been going back and forth in a relationship for 2 years. And at least he could have done is been honest with her, because he just met Kiyomi. Kiyomi just popped into the picture as a new thing, this new young thing that he likes. He could have at least respected her enough to be honest with her, especially because Kiyomi has this fake ass persona that she's okay with him dating other people when clearly she's not. Otherwise, she won't be reacting as strongly as she's reacting. Even if he wasn't honest with Cheyenne, she's like, well, does she know I'm the main bitch? Does she know that this is what we're going on? Did you tell her about me? I feel like Kiyomi only told Shooter that it was okay for him to fuck around with other people, but she put the stipulation in there saying that you got to let those girls know about me, because she knows that most girls with some sense would not be okay with a man claiming another female as his main female and then using her as a side piece to sleep with. So he deliberately said, okay, cool, Kiyomi, I'll be okay, I'm okay with that. But then he didn't tell Cheyenne that he's with Kiyomi, because Kiyomi knows, and realistically speaking, no woman will be cool with that. So in a way, it's almost like she's trying to say that she's okay with him cheating on her, but she's trying to put little parameters to make sure that he doesn't sleep with that many people, because not many girls will go for that bullshit. So Scrap is now feeling some type of way because that's his sister, and he was supposed to be working with Shooter. But to be honest, you know, Scrap is not the type of man that hasn't played people before. He played Tiara and Tommy. He played the hell out of them. Then Carly got added into the mix. Somehow Sierra got added into the mix, and I heard somebody put in the comments Sierra actually slept with Scrap too. So they're out here just swapping fluids. So it's like, it's not like Scrap has not done this to females before and lied to them. At the same time, this is his sister. I don't know why black men think that, oh, it's cool to do these to other black women, but when it comes to them doing it to your mama or your sister, you got a problem with it. Because Scrap is like, we're now seeing how Shooter moves and how he's doing my sister. I don't know if I want to work with him. You got Safari and Mena watching this situation go down. Safari is a straight up, y'all know he loves drama like the next person. So he's out here, his commentary, eating spinach while he's over here listening to what's going on between Shooter and Kiyomi, and he's like enjoying the situation and saying, hey, they're both dressed in match outfits wearing white, so that makes them official. What kind of stupid shit is that? Just because you wear the same clothes don't make it official, especially when Cheyenne is out here looking stupid. So of course they go outside. Cheyenne is crying, and then she's basically saying that her feelings are hurt. Scrap is trying to get her into the car so she can leave the situation. Kiyomi already forced Shooter out of the building, saying, you know, I don't have time for this, da 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 da. But outside, when Cheyenne had already let everybody know that Kiyomi was just at Scrap's, you know, house with a to-go bag, because we all know she probably did something. She kissed him, had sex with him. She did something that she wasn't supposed to be doing, and she didn't tell Shooter. So here's Shooter thinking, hey, yo, what's the deal with you and Scrap? Now this relationship we know ain't gonna work. Anybody watching this know this shit ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's just too many factors y'all got going on, and just stupidity going on both Kiyomi and Shooter's side. But Cheyenne and Shooter decide to move forward, and Shooter in his confessional says, should I be mad that Kiyomi may be fucking Scrap? No, you shouldn't be mad, because you lied to Scrap about what you were doing with Cheyenne. You now sat up here and you disrespected his sister in front of him, made her feel like shit, like she was just a piece of ass when she was out here helping y'all with your business. She deserved better than that. So should you be pissed off if Scrap fucked your girl, who obviously has no respect for herself? Hell no, because karma is a bitch. This is your karma. If he did, you gonna have to just get over it. Now Cheyenne is outside, you know, and trying to calm down. She's crying. She ends up getting in the car, leaving. The next thing we got is Carly, Sierra, Shekinah, Spice, Mimi, and Bambi on the ski. They're still on their ski trip. And Sierra decides to finally catch up with Carly. And while she's talking to Carly, she acknowledges that she has been a selfish friend. She's the type of person that will call you when she has problems. When it's time for you to be there for somebody else. When they have problems, you got your own problems so much so that you don't give a damn about anybody else. I've had friends like that. That is a one-sided relationship. You're going to call me every time you need me, when you need diapers, when you need me to drive you somewhere, you need me to take you grocery shopping, when you need money, when you want to talk about your relationship and what's going on, if you're being cheated on, if you're having issues with your husband. But when I need you to be there for me, you ain't there because you're too into yourself. And then on top of that, you're going to put your hands on me because I couldn't make it because of the traffic to your court date that you got yourself into. That was a whole lot of mess that Sierra put Carly in. And Carly was willing to, say, forgive her and give her a hug and they can work on their friendship. Carly's better than me. Because what I feel like is when I beat your ass, then we can start working things out after I get you back, because you're not going to put your hands on me. For me, that is that's like a no-go. There's no way to come back. And there's certain things you don't do. Don't come for my family. Don't damn near come for any of my imaginary kids when I do have some. Don't screw my man or come after my man, and don't put your hands on me. Those are the 4 no-goes when we are friends. Anything else that we do, I can forgive and we can move forward. But those 4 things, I will never forgive you. Matter of fact, I'll probably beat your ass every time I see you, because what you did, it would just piss me off all over again when your face gets into my presence. Then we got on the bus, the ski trip, they're talking about they're going for the training session. Now, y'all know that Spice had been kind of like shading Shekinah. Carly has been shading Shekinah since the trip has been there. They kind of been dropping little hints that they're not feeling her. Shekinah made an effort to bring her relationship business out there and cry last episode to kind of a way to bond with them. Maybe like a sisterhood, that we've experienced certain mistreatments towards other black men and how they're treating us and stuff like that. But here they're on the bus, and Shekinah decides to insert herself in Sierra and Carly's business, and Sierra says, I don't feel like it's something that you need to know. It's none of your business type thing, as in it has nothing to do with you. Spice decides to do too much. She involves herself in this situation because she's pissed off. Instead of Spice actually addressing her problem with Shekinah, she's finding other ways to piss her off, to kind of project her frustration to Shekinah. So Shekinah's getting pissed off, like, y'all know I'm feeling this. Bambi does what she always does, inserting herself in the conversation of a drama that has nothing to do with her, that she don't know nothing about. She only knows one side of it. She inserted herself when Carly and Sierra were having beef. She was out there egging Sierra on and saying Carly was on some shit. Now we find out that Sierra wasn't really being a good friend to Carly in the first place. Now Bambi's out here inserting herself and Shekinah and Spice's problem, talking about Shekinah's been trying to be cool with you this whole time. I don't know why you're mad. And Spice is like, you don't know the times that she has not been cool with me, so why the hell are you bringing? Basically, mind your business. You're pregnant. Freaking Bambi's in the bus after Spice checked her, and she's now crying, talking about she's pregnant, she's emotional, she's missing her man, she's missing her baby. She ends up leaving, and she kind of ends up getting off the bus. Everybody's pissed off. Mimi's aggravated about this little petty ass drama. Then Spice tries to attack Shekinah. Shekinah's like, I don't want to fight Spice. I'm too old for that. No, Shekinah doesn't want to fight Spice because Spice probably beat her ass. For real. Because I know Shekinah was ready to go at it with Akbar last season. Shekinah has a mouth on her too. And she will fight it if she chooses to. But in some situations, she feels like she don't need to, because her and Spice probably had a friendship and she don't want to do that to Spice. She wants to preserve their friendship. But Spice is at the point where she's completely heated. But I feel like Spice was also doing too much. Either you address the problem or you don't. But you're doing too much. Just leave me alone, Shekinah. Leave me alone. Just too much. Then we got the ski moment. They get their training and Shekinah's ass keeps falling. Spice keeps doing a split. She said her pussy was cold. I said, well, should that be cold too? If my ass was sitting up there like that. Then they decide that this weekend will be a fix-it weekend, because Sierra addresses that her and Carly have finally mended things. They're trying to move forward, and everybody else should do the same thing, i.e. Shekinah and Spice should find a way to fix their situation. Then Kiyomi meets up with Erica because Erica reached out. I don't know why Erica felt the need to reach out to her, even though she's friends with Sierra, other than the fact that she may want to get some juice between what happened between Kiyomi and Bow Wow. Because y'all know that Erica was engaged to Bow Wow. Erica cheated on Sin Santana with Bow Wow, then ended up being with Bow Wow, engaged to Bow Wow, said she got pregnant, had a miscarriage for Bow Wow, and then now said that she got a lot of physical abuse when she was in a relationship with that, and that she experience some of the same things that Kiyomi experiences. And I'm thinking the only reason she'll want to talk to Kiyomi is just to kind of swap dirt about their exes, because Erica's sitting up here talking about, Kiyomi, when I heard what happened to you with the whole situation that we saw in the tabloids, I felt like you and I are kindred spirits because we went through the same thing. Kiyomi was nice enough to bring jewelry for the baby girl that Safari and Mena just had, which is cool, but it was almost like this is a fake friendship gonna happen. Y'all gonna bond over your history with the same guy that y'all are both not dating. One of you's married, the other one's with shooters, dumbass. Then we got Kiyomi telling Erica telling Kiyomi that she was proud of how she handled that behavior, and that Cheyenne was basically the side chick, is what she perceived during that fight. Again, Erica is not privy to what Shooter's been saying to both this woman, so she just sided with Kiyomi naturally because Kiyomi and her shared the same man in the past. That's all that was. That's all it was. It was ridiculous. She had no reason inserting herself there. Kiyomi's like, I'm about to cry because I always feel like I'm misjudged. You're not misjudged, girl. You're an Instagram model. You're known for being around maybe certain types of celebrities that you feel like are good on your level. You want to get your music off the ground, but you're going from dude to dude to dude. You were in growing up hip hop. Now you're in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Next thing you know, you be on Flavor Flav. You're just going to swap from one reality show to another reality show and then say you're being misjudged. We're watching what you're doing and how you're portraying yourself. So we're going based on that. And the fact that you're out here in this particular season first you were with a man you said it didn't work out because of some situation that happened with abuse. Now you're with another man and you're giving him the permission to go and sleep with other people, saying, I want to be in my relationship on my own terms. This is not on your terms, because the terms you set are unreasonable. Nobody who wants an open relationship will tell the man to be open, but have to let the girl know that she's the main bitch. No, that's not how it works. There's nobody in their right mind who wants a future would be okay with that. So you're still not in a relationship on your own terms. You're just out here looking stupid. And what pissed me off the most about her is that she said that Shooter was messing with a basic bitch, and she called Cheyenne basic, saying Cheyenne is not her type. Now, I assume that Kiyomi's the type of person who's got off on her looks in life. She is not an ugly person. I don't know what she looks like when she take that wig off, take the makeup off, and take the surgery out of her body. I don't know what she looked like prior, because I know that Nicki Minaj's look completely different than all the surgery that she had. So I'm saying, I don't know whether she's got through life with her looks, especially now that she's doing music. Everybody embraces surgery, fake ass, fake tits, all that. She's done all that to herself. So for you to look at Cheyenne, who doesn't seem like she's done much to herself, I don't know if her boobs are real, her lips are real, but Cheyenne to me looks more natural than anything. And I don't know how many people can pull off those bangs and those long ass eyelashes without them getting caught in each other like a damn nest. But she's able to maintain the bangs and the eyelashes at the same time. She got skills. And she doesn't have a bad body either. Cheyenne has a pretty good body. And for the situation I'm looking at, she has a career going for herself, and she was not willing to tolerate a man who's okay with sleeping with other women and bringing all that disease into her bed and swapping souls. Y'all know that when you're sleeping with different people, y'all swapping spirits. It's not just you swapping fluids. You are opening your spirit to other people. And y'all find out that when you have all these different spirits that put in your body back and forth, you've been sharing it, you share some of their evilness too. And when you try to establish a healthy relationship with somebody else, it's almost impossible. And you're worrying about what it is within yourself that's causing you not to be able to bond with somebody. It's because you have all these spirits you let into your soul, and they're corrupt. Now, I'm not a religious person. I don't claim any particular religious denomination, but I am a spiritual person. And I do understand what happens when you sleep with all these different people. And at some point, somebody's going to get hurt. And what you do to that person is going to come back to you. And when you're out here sleeping with people whose spirit are not pure, who are wicked by design, you leave yourself open to those types of infections, and you can go and project that on somebody else. So Cheyenne is not dumb, and she ain't damn sure ain't basic not wanting to put up with your ass want to put up with Kiyomi. So for real, for you to sit up here and say she's not my type, I was thinking that Shooter's gonna date somebody else and then bring her into our bed and we could both share her like she's a toy. She ain't that crazy. So save them tears and stop looking dumb. Because out here, as pretty as you are, if this is all you have is face value, you're not worth a damn. You need to actually find what it is within yourself that's okay with tolerating a man who's willing to disrespect you in this way. Polygamous relationship, I understand, because everybody is like married. They all know about each other. They're all sharing different houses. They're all taking care of each other's kids. And then the wives that they're with also have to be okay with the new wife coming in. So it's like they're in a relationship with each other, okay? What you're doing is messy. It's just messy. Then we got Erica asking also Kiyomi about Scrap. Now, the fact that Erica asked Kiyomi about Scrap means that she peeped that there was something that happened between them. Scrap may not have slept with her, but he probably made out with her and did some stuff, because they did flashback to Kiyomi flirting with Scrap. She was rubbing on his thigh, talking about, I have a crush on you. She did something with that man while she was at his house that puts her on the chopping block, and Shooter will not respect her after finding out this situation. I guarantee you that every time they fight, he's gonna bring up Scrap. Then we got on the bus after the ski trip, Mimi wants Spice and Shekinah to make things up, so she decides that she's gonna put them both in a Ferris wheel together. They're gonna go 100 feet up the air where they don't have a choice but to talk to each other. Shekinah's on her phone. Spice gets in and she looks at Spice, and Spice is over here praying to Jesus, talking about she's scared because she's afraid of heights and whatnot. And Shekinah is just looking at her, ignoring her. Spice decides to hug her now that there's nobody watching. It's just both of them. That, I don't understand. She has like a split personality. Woman, she's pissed off now, she wants to hug her. I don't understand. But she said it's because she was scared. That's bullshit, because you were really pissed off at her. Why hug her now? That's why I felt like Spice was doing too much before on the bus. Then she decides to disclose to Shekinah that the reason why she was so hurt is because Shekinah knows that she goes back and forth from Atlanta to Jamaica because she has kids. And spending money on a plane ticket is not cheap, going back and forth consistently. Shekinah was supposed to help her find a house for her kids, knowing that she was going to pay for a plane ticket to come all the way to Atlanta, and you don't pick up her call to make yourself available for her to accomplish what she came to accomplish, knowing that she got to pay for another plane ticket to go back. That's money that she has lost, and that's time that she has lost away from her kids. People say that, some people in my comments say Spice should have not been as mad because she kind of didn't do this, do that. The fact that Spice explained it in that way, I felt like she had every right to be upset. If I put even $1 into doing something for you and you don't have the decency to pick up the phone or even show up or call me and tell me, hey, I'm busy, just ignore me and have me looking stupid out here wasting my $1, I'm going to be pissed off that I wasted that $1 and you will have to reimburse me. But Shekinah kind of minimizes and says, you know what, anytime Spice calls him to pick up the phone, it has nothing to do with just the phone call. It's the entire situation. You were MIA. She didn't find a house. She paid for the ticket. She came here and it was like useless, a waste of time, and she missed time with her kids. Shekinah doesn't get it. Maybe because Shekinah doesn't have kids. I don't know if she has kids or not, but there's like a lack of understanding there as to why Spice was so heated. Spice has every right to be upset. I would be upset if it was me. Just saying. Then we got Shekinah, Mimi, Spice, and Carly now are in the hot tub. Everything is going well since now they're all getting along. Sierra gets a phone call inside a house, and she gets it from her friend Tiffany. Tiffany tells her that BK was at the club with some girl, and she interprets her as some white girl was out here rubbing on his mustache. What do all these females see in these dudes? I feel like some of them actually like drama. Because if somebody shows me who they are, I believe them. I cannot be in a relationship where I'm constantly worried about you cheating on me or out there not acting a fool. If I'm not around, I expect you to behave in the manner that you would behave had I been around. And if somebody would dare pick up the phone and call me and talk to me about you, it better be because you are hurt or injured or you need to go to the hospital. Because if I get there on this bullshit, you will be hurt. You will be going to the hospital and I will be going to jail. Because why on earth is my friend Tiffany calling me, telling me that you out here letting some girl rub on you, which you know won't be okay if I was around. So Sierra now decides to go off, calling him, talking about Ramel, because that's BK's name, Ramel. And of course he does what he always does. He's lying to her in her face as if somebody didn't just confirm what she just, what she's asking him, saying that he wasn't doing nothing. She was hot, she was yelling. All the girls go into the house to check on her, and she lets us know why she was crying so hard the last episode when she thought she was pregnant. Because she knows in her soul that she does not want to procreate with this type of individual who has no respect for her or himself, apparently. She ain't dumb. Sierra's wasting her time. She's with another shooter, a different version of him, and she's tolerating that. And I feel like Sierra also has to look within herself to find out what it is about her that keeps attracting this type of guys. Because she told Carly that she's always selfish and she's always thinking about herself and she's not thinking about somebody else. Maybe you need to start portraying the type of person you expect people to be for you. Because BK going out there and letting some girl touch on his mustache is a reflection of how Sierra behaves. BK is being selfish. He's not considering Sierra's feelings at all. Doing whatever the hell he wants to do when she's not around, and having her in a bad headspace now where she got to be looking stupid in front of all her friends. Then we get to Shooter, Kiyomi, and Scrap and Cheyenne. They're meeting up. Scrap is going for Cheyenne's support. I don't know why Shooter brought Kiyomi. I felt like that was disrespectful as hell because there was no reason for Kiyomi to be there. And Kiyomi's in the car talking about why you over there, that's who you want to have babies with, that ugly person. Cheyenne is not ugly. Kiyomi is starting to make yourself look even more ugly to me in my eyes because I don't like this persona that you have. I don't know what person told you that you are extremely beautiful to compare yourself to other people and think that there's something about you that makes you better. Because in truth, you and Cheyenne attracted the same man, the exact same man. So if you think that she's basic and she's ugly, then your ass is basic and ugly because Shooter is attracted to you and her. You both pulled the same guy. She kept him for 2 years. You just kept him for a handful of moments. And now you think that you're better than her in look? Girl, bye. Then we got them pulling up. Scrap is warning Cheyenne, saying, hey, Make sure you handle yourself. Make sure you deal with yourself appropriately. Don't get stupid. Don't do anything crazy. Cheyenne's like, I'll keep my hands to myself because Scrap don't want to be in a mess. Because if Cheyenne attacks Kiyomi and Shooter gets in the mix trying to block Cheyenne from beating up Kiyomi, Scrap is going to get in and probably have to whoop Shooter's ass because you're not about to put your hands on my sister. I would do that too. Hell, Scrap might just whoop Shooter's ass just cause he's doing too much and bringing him into some drama, first with his business, now with his sister. And then we find out that you're with Kiyomi, who was trying to hit on me. Boy, bye, you doing too much. Shooter need his ass whooped. Then we got, and please don't nobody leave comments in the bottom telling me, oh my gosh, you know that this is scripted. I know it's scripted, but I saw Cheyenne's tears. Those were some real tears. I saw Sierra's tears. Those were some real tears. What Mona does in this reality TV show is she probably interviews these people independently, found out that Kiyomi's dating Shooter on one side, found out that Cheyenne is also dating Shooter, and set up scenes so they can all meet up so the drama can unfold so she can record it and put it on TV for us to watch and have them hash it out. But at some point, she must have talked to each individual person and figured out their life story and put them all together. That's the only reason Cheyenne was in this season, is because of Shooter. If it wasn't that she was screwing Shooter and Kiyomi was in the mix at the same time, she would not be on this show, neither would Kiyomi. Period. Then we got Cheyenne now talking to Kiyomi, talking about, you know, I went away for 5 to 6 months because y'all know she went away try to boost her career, bring more money into the relationship, which should be applauded if a man really respects you. Then she also lets them know that she's been around Shooter's kids because they've had history. Kiyomi looks at Shooter and says, she's been around your kids. Then looks at Cheyenne and says, you think that makes you special? Well, obviously, Kiyomi, if you're bothered that Cheyenne was around his kids, you felt special when you were around his kids because you felt like he trusted you enough to bring around his children. First of all, that sheds so many light on so many different things. First of all, it makes me look at Shooter more crazy than before because now, to Kiyomi, she's probably looking like, damn, how many of these females do you fucking that you bring around your kids? You just don't give a damn. You're exposing your kids to all these different females. As a man, you're supposed to be trying to teach the sons you have how to be a man to other women. And you got them exposed to multiple women, including me, and I'm in that mix. You look dumb, Kiyomi. Soak it all in. She goes, well, I'm not going to let another bitch watch me sweat. Girl, you still look stupid, whether you admit it or not. You look dumb. And the fact that Cheyenne is confronting Shooter, and Shooter looks at her and says, you were gone for 5 to 6 months. No call, no text. You said you don't want any distractions. She had every right to say she don't want any distractions because you are a distraction if somebody's trying to work towards something to accomplish. 5, 6 months is not that long of a time for you to just hang in there for somebody to do what they need to do and be supportive. See, that's the problem. We got all these black men wifing people who are not black, but when it comes to dating somebody who has your back, who's willing to be there for you, because Cheyenne genuinely is in love with Shooter, and Shooter told her that he loved her too, but he's out here making an ass out of her. I don't know what woman treated Shooter so badly that he felt like it's okay for him to disrespect people like this, especially other black women in this way when you yourself are a black man. That's just wrong. Then, as this is going on, Kiyomi now decides to go into the car while Scrap says that Cheyenne and Shooter should talk by themselves. While they're talking, Kiyomi's unbothered ass lies. Is in the car talking about, don't waste my time. Baby, don't waste my time. You wasting my time. This is after Cheyenne already let Shooter and everybody know that Kiyomi did something with Scrap. Kiyomi listens to Scrap saying, Scrap, did we fuck? Y'all realize what she asked specifically? She said, did we fuck? She didn't say, did we kiss? Did we flirt? Did we make out? Did you touch my booty? Did I touch you in your groin / crotch area, rubbing your thigh? She was very specific in the question because she feels like as long as they don't have sex, what she did wasn't that bad. And so she felt like she wouldn't need to tell Shooter about it. This is just dumb. Then they're in the car. Kiyomi gets out of the car while Cheyenne and Shooter are talking. Shooter does this thing where, oh God, this man is really feeling himself. He looks at Cheyenne and he said, Kiyomi's already good with what we got here, so what we doing? Basically telling her either you accept the fact that I'm going to be sleeping with Kiyomi and you at the same time or not. Because in the first fight in the beginning of the episode, Cheyenne let us know that she was just at Shooter's house the previous night sleeping with him. And then Kiyomi says, well, I was just riding his face in the morning, so we're both screwing him. It's just dumb. It's dumb. And so Cheyenne said what I wrote down. She said, any dumb bitch will be cool with a man who wants to be with 2 bitches. And she is absolutely right. You have to be dumb to be okay with it, Kiyomi. So you're the one that's dumb there. In fact, if I'm comparing Cheyenne as a package and I'm comparing Kiyomi as a package, I think Cheyenne has more sense. And I think she's not basic. at all, because she had the sense to look at this man that she had spent 2 years with and tell him to fuck off, because you're not about to use me and treat me as if I was less than. You're going out here looking, have me looking stupid, number one, because you chose to stand by some girl you just met who's disrespecting me left and right. Are you crazy? Then, and y'all remember in the car, Kiyomi was in the car talking about Shooter. I thought you want to have pretty babies. You wanted to have pretty babies and you want to have kids with her. If Shooter had kids with Cheyenne, those kids will not be ugly. They'll actually be very pretty. You just think too highly of yourself because you think that face value is all that matters. But to me, Kiyomi, you look ugly as hell the way that you acting right now. Then we got Scrap Scrap tells Cheyenne, let's go, it's not worth it, you know, let's just leave here, because now Cheyenne and Kiyomi are about to go to blows, because Cheyenne's like, you don't want this, Kiyomi's doing too much for somebody who does not bother. She's trying to do everything she can to make the situation a mess so Cheyenne and Shooter don't fix things. That's the whole point of why she was acting a fool, so she wants them to be on kind of mad at each other. And the confessionals, Kiyomi is now realizing that Shooter was not completely honest with her, and she said, you know, he was supposed to be open and honest with me. Now I find out that he's out here having this girl around his kids. Man ain't shit. Girl, no, your character is what attracted this person, because the way you're treating Cheyenne like she's the one who did something wrong, trying to fight her. Cheyenne didn't do nothing wrong in this situation. She was honest with Shooter. She fell in love with Shooter. Shooter lied to her and told her that he loved her, but then he was fucking you in the background, and she got to find out in a crappy ass way, even though she's been around him a lot, being that she's been working with him on a business side as well. He had every opportunity to be honest with her. He did not. In the meantime, Kiyomi, he told you the truth as far as being with Cheyenne. He just didn't tell you how deep the relationship was. So she's the victim in this situation. You trying to attack her. You look numb. Accept it. Then that's how the episode ended. They showed next episode, next week's episode. Of course, Bambi is gonna use the child situation to get back at Mama D, because she's gonna let her mama know that she's having a baby, but she's not gonna let Mama D know that she's having a baby, and Mama D is gonna have to find out via social media. What Bambi needs to understand in that situation, for what I saw, is that if she's married to Scrap, she also needs to give Scrap's mom, Mama D, the same respect that she gives her mom, regardless of if her moms are fighting with each other. So far as Mama D's don't touch your mama and they just want to argue, that's fine, stay out of it. But you're gonna have to be, if you're gonna tell your mama that you're pregnant, you need to tell Scrappy's mama that you're pregnant as well, because that's disrespectful. Because here's Mama D saying, well, I gotta find out on social media that I'm having another grandchild, and your mom know about it. And then the mom is using that as a way to get back at Mama D, trying to rub it in her face. Like, you're not helping the situation. They show young Jock and, you know, his girl. They look like they're having a bachelor party. I don't know whose mama was, whether it's Jock's mama or what's his name, his girl's mama. I keep forgetting her name. I don't know if that's his mama in the background, but somebody's mama don't like Harley in the background. They're not feeling her. Then BK is now trying to, I don't know what BK and Sierra are doing, but BK basically gave Sierra a gift of condoms, making her seem like she's the loose person. And I don't know what they're going to do, argue about on TV. They're probably going to get back together because Sierra can't do anything better than BK right now. So that's probably what she's going to deal with. That's why Sierra keeps flirting with Shooter, because she is trying to find a way to get back at Shooter, because she don't trust, get back at BK. She don't trust BK and what he's doing. So she's trying to flirt with Shooter, just like she did, talking about, yeah, I know y'all want us to be together and stuff like that. So I feel like Sierra maybe might think that if BK is like this, and that's the first dude she's dating right after, one of the first dudes she's dating right after her divorce with Shooter, that maybe all men are like this. So why the hell did I leave the guy that's the father of my kids and go with BK? That's how I feel is what's going on. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and notification bell. Let me know what y'all think about this episode. Let me know what y'all think about the review. I do read some of the comments. Just try to be respectful when you do it. You guys go ahead and stay safe, and all. You guys have a good evening. Bye.